Stop right here, my dear friend. If you're waking up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. every night to urinate, even after eating healthy fruits like oranges or watermelon, you may be making your bladder suffer silently. I'm saying this with urgency because what you eat after sunset could be silently disturbing your kidneys, irritating your bladder, and even increasing your blood pressure without you realizing it. As a doctor who has worked with seniors across India and the US, I've seen too many elders suffer from poor sleep, anxiety, and even falls, all starting from one simple habit: eating the wrong fruit at the wrong time. Today, I will show you the 5 fruits that actually help your bladder calm down at night, and the 5 fruits that may look innocent but are quietly making your sleep worse. Simple changes, no medicine, just timing and awareness. Before we begin, I would love to know, where are you watching this video from? And what time is it right now? Please share with me in the comments below. Your voice matters. And if you care about your health and peace of mind, do subscribe to this channel so you never miss gentle science-backed tips made especially for seniors like you. After the age of 60, dear friend, your body begins to speak in quieter ways, not through pain or loud signals, but through small changes that many of us overlook. One such change happens silently inside your brain, the reduced production of a hormone called vasopressin. Now, vasopressin plays a simple but powerful role. During your younger years, this hormone tells your kidneys to slow down at night, allowing you to sleep without interruption. But after 60, your body produces less vasopressin. That means your kidneys continue filtering fluids even when you are sleeping. This results in more urine being created during the night, and that's why you may feel the urge to wake up at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. even though you didn't drink too much water. And there is more. The bladder itself becomes more sensitive. In your youth, it could easily hold 400 to 500 milliliters before sending an urge. But now, even with just 150 milliliters, less than a full steel glass, the bladder sends a signal to the brain saying, "Get up, it's time." So even a small amount, which once would not bother you at all now, feels urgent. This sensitivity is not a disease. It is not something to be ashamed of. It is simply the way our body changes with time. And like any good friend, once we understand it, we can take better care. But there's something else most people miss, and this might surprise you. It's not just the water you drink. Sometimes it's the food you eat, especially at the wrong time. Many fruits and foods, especially those high in acid or that create gas in the stomach, can put extra pressure on the bladder. Think about raw tomatoes in salad or oranges eaten after dinner, or even fizzy buttermilk with your evening meal. These seem healthy, and they are, but not at night. Why? Because acidic foods can make the urine more acidic, which irritates the bladder lining. And foods that create bloating push the stomach downward, pressing against the bladder, causing what we call a false urge, a feeling like you need to urinate even if your bladder is not really full. Let me share the story of Uncle Ravi from Lucknow. At 68, he was waking up 2 to 3 times every night. He thought it was normal. "What can I do, doctor?" he asked. "It is my age." But after a simple review of his diet, we found the pattern: a bowl of citrus fruits at 8 p.m., followed by warm milk. That innocent snack was irritating his bladder and filling it too close to bedtime. Once he shifted the fruits to lunchtime and stopped the milk after 6:30 p.m., he began sleeping 6 hours straight for the first time in years. So you see, my friend, it's not always about what you eat, it's about when. After 60, timing becomes everything for digestion, for rest, for peace of mind. This knowledge is not to frighten you, it is to empower you. Your body may have changed, but you are still in control. By choosing your meals and fruits at the right time, you can sleep peacefully again, without medicine, without fear. And if tonight you sleep even 1 extra hour without interruption, then this small awareness has already done its job. 5. Fruits you should eat to calm your bladder and sleep peacefully after 60. 1. Banana, the soothing friend of your bladder. In many Indian homes, the humble banana is part of every fruit basket. But did you know it could help you sleep better too? After the age of 60, your bladder muscles become more sensitive and reactive. Even a small amount of urine can trigger urgency. But banana, my dear friend, is rich in potassium, a natural mineral that helps relax the smooth muscles of the bladder wall. That means fewer spasms, fewer unnecessary signals to your brain, and more uninterrupted rest at night. Bananas are also low in acid. Unlike citrus fruits, they do not irritate the bladder lining. Instead, they offer a soft cooling effect inside the body, which is why many elders across India were told by their mothers, eat a banana. In the evening, it keeps your stomach calm. Let me share a short story. Auntie Sarita from Pune, age 71, used to wake up twice every night. She tried sleeping pills. She reduced water. Nothing worked. Then she made one small change, ate a ripe banana at 5 p.m. Not from the fridge, just plain and soft. Within 1 week, she said, I slept for 6 hours just like I used to 20 years ago. So remember, one ripe banana, not overripe, not cold, taken in the evening can be a small but powerful ally. 2. Papaya, the gentle healer of your gut and bladder. In Indian kitchens, papaya is often seen as a digestion fruit, but it does much more than that, especially for the elderly. After 60, your digestion slows down and bloating becomes more common. A heavy belly puts pressure on the bladder, leading to false urges and disturbed sleep. Papaya, rich in the enzyme papain, helps break down proteins and reduce heaviness. It cleans the gut without causing gas, and this makes your bladder feel less crowded. Papaya is also alkaline in nature. That means it does not acidify your urine, which is important because acidic urine can irritate the bladder wall. A slice of soft orange papaya after dinner, not too ripe, not raw, can bring great relief. I once met Uncle Mahesh in Chennai, age 69. He shared how he loved pickle and sabzi at night, but always felt heavy. I suggested replacing late snacks with a small slice of papaya at 7 p.m. In 3 days, he called back smiling, Doctor, my stomach feels light and for once, I didn't get up at 3 a.m. This fruit asks for no spice, no salt, no masala. Just eat it plain and let it do its gentle work. 3. Pear, the forgotten hero of gentle digestion. In India, the pear or nashpati is less celebrated, but for senior citizens it may be a quiet hero. Pears are soft, mildly sweet, and naturally low in acid. What makes them special is their content of sorbitol, a sugar alcohol that draws water into the intestines, helping you pass motion easily. You see, many elderly people experience mild constipation, which builds pressure in the belly and presses against the bladder. When the gut is blocked, the bladder becomes more irritable. A pear in the late afternoon around 4 p.m. can reduce this tension, both physically and emotionally. Meenakshi Maji from Varanasi, age 73, told me, "When I eat a pear every day, my stomach feels at ease and my bladder no longer bothers me at night." She now keeps one in her small fruit bowl near her window and says it has become her afternoon ritual. Just remember to wash the fruit well and eat it with the peel. Chew slowly. Let your body absorb its quiet medicine. 4. Watermelon. A morning gift for prostate and bladder. Health. Now you may be wondering, how can watermelon, which is full of water, be good for nighttime urination? The answer is simple. It depends on when you eat it. Watermelon contains lycopene, a red antioxidant that supports prostate health in men and reduces inflammation in the bladder. But if eaten after 5 p.m., its high water content can become a problem. The right way is to eat a small bowl 150 to 200 grams before 2 p.m. Room temperature, not cold and not mixed with other fruits or milk. This way, your body has enough time to process the fluids and benefits without triggering your bladder at night. Let me tell you about Mr. Rakesh from Jaipur, age 67. He used to enjoy cold watermelon slices after dinner, but he would then wake up every 2 hours. Once he shifted the fruit to morning and kept the quantity small, the problem eased. Now he says, "I still enjoy watermelon, but I also enjoy my sleep." So watermelon is not your enemy. Just eat it early in the day and let it refresh your body without disturbing your night. 5. Guava. A backyard fruit with quiet strength. In many parts of India, guava or amrud grows silently in backyards, balconies and temples. But what most elders do not know is that guava is excellent for urinary health. It is rich in vitamin C, but unlike oranges or lemons, it is low in citric acid. That means it strengthens immunity without irritating the bladder. Guava also has mild anti-inflammatory compounds that calm the lining of the bladder. For seniors, especially women who face bladder discomfort or mild infections, this can be a natural soother. A retired teacher from Kerala, age 70, once shared, "I started eating one guava every afternoon around 4 p.m. and I noticed fewer trips to the bathroom and no more burning." Her smile was soft, but her relief was real. Eat guava that is slightly firm, not overly ripe. If the skin is thick, peel it gently. And please do not mix it with milk or sprinkle masala. Simplicity is the secret. 5. Fruits you should avoid. After sunset, hidden triggers behind nighttime. Urination. 1. Orange and Mozambique, acidic friends that turn into nighttime. Troublemakers. In many Indian homes, ending dinner with a sweet slice of orange or a glass of Mozambique juice feels like a healthy tradition. It cools the body, tastes light, and feels refreshing, especially during the warmer months. But what many elders don't realize is that these citrus fruits are very high in citric acid. This acid, though natural, can make your urine more acidic. And that, my dear friend, is where the problem begins. When urine becomes acidic, it can irritate the sensitive lining of your bladder, especially after the age of 60, when your inner tissues become thinner and more reactive. That irritation sends false signals to the brain. It tells you to wake up even if your bladder is not full. Let me tell you about Uncle Dinesh from Hyderabad, age 70. Every evening at 8 p.m., he would drink a glass of fresh orange juice, believing it would aid his digestion. But he kept waking at 1 a.m., then again at 4 a.m. Only when he shifted his orange juice to lunchtime did he sleep peacefully through the night. Sometimes it's not about what you eat, but when. So if you love oranges or Mozambique, enjoy them, but only before 2 p.m. when your digestion is stronger and your bladder has time to rest before sleep. 2. Pineapple. A sweet slice that moves more than just your bowels. Pineapple is delicious, juicy, tangy, and a favorite in many fruit salads or chutneys. But behind that sweet taste lies a strong enzyme called bromelain. This enzyme helps break down proteins and speeds up bowel movements. While that might sound like a good thing, eating pineapple in the evening can overstimulate your intestines just when your body is preparing for rest. You see, when the intestines become more active, especially when you're lying down, they push and move, creating pressure in your belly. That pressure often presses against the bladder. For someone with a sensitive bladder, this can result in false urges to urinate, even if the bladder is not full. Auntie Latha from Chennai, 66 years old, used to have a few pineapple slices after dinner every night. She believed it would help with constipation, but instead, she found herself going to the toilet 2 or 3 times every night. When she replaced a pineapple with a slice of papaya earlier in the day, she started sleeping 5 hours straight. So if you enjoy pineapple, treat it as a morning fruit. Avoid it after 4 p.m. and give your belly the calmness it needs to sleep well. 3. Grapes. Small and sweet, but full of gas and discomfort. They may look harmless in their shiny skin, but grapes, especially when eaten cold at night, can cause more trouble than you think. Grapes are rich in natural sugars. When these sugars sit in your stomach, especially after a heavy meal, they can start to ferment slightly. This gentle fermentation creates gas and bloating, which adds pressure in the lower abdomen. Now, imagine this: your belly feels heavy, gas builds up, and it pushes down on the bladder. This doesn't just disturb your comfort, it triggers false signals, making you feel like you urgently need to urinate. Mr. Bhatia from Lucknow, 69 years old, loved eating black grapes while watching TV at night. But he complained of bloating and waking up every few hours. When he stopped eating grapes after 5 p.m. and ate them only with breakfast, the problem reduced almost instantly. And one more thing, the skin of grapes is tough to digest for elderly people. So if you wish to eat them, peel them, eat them early in the day, and never with milk or curd. Small changes can protect you from big disturbances. 4. Mix citrus juices. Looks healthy, but too much acid and sugar in one glass. Fresh juice, especially in Indian summers, feels like a symbol of health. A little orange, a little lemon, maybe even kiwi, all blended into one colorful glass. But here's the truth, dear friend. When you combine multiple citrus fruits, you increase not only the acidity, but also the sugar load, which enters your system faster in juice form than solid fruit. These juices may be light to drink, but inside the body, they flood your bladder with acid and sugar, especially if consumed after 5 p.m. Acidic urine, as we know, irritates the bladder. The sugar too increases urine output and can spike your blood sugar briefly, especially dangerous for those with diabetes or borderline blood sugar levels. Rameshji, a retired school principal from Bhopal, used to enjoy a mixed citrus juice every evening around 7 p.m., thinking it would detox his system. But he ended up waking every 90 minutes at night. When he switched to warm water with tulsi and pear slices, his nights became calm again. So instead of late night juice, choose whole fruits earlier in the day and sip warm or room temperature drinks after sunset. 5. Raw tomato. The everyday salad, ingredient that may be disturbing your nights. In almost every Indian dinner plate, you'll find a slice of raw tomato in salads, sandwiches, or simply eaten with salt. It adds taste, color, and freshness. But what many elders don't realize is that raw tomato is high in oxalic acid. This compound can lead to the formation of small crystals in the urine and irritates the bladder wall, especially if the bladder is already sensitive. Tomatoes also belong to the nightshade family, which some people find harder to digest as they age. And when eaten raw, especially at night, they may increase acidity in the stomach, cause gas, and disturb your urinary rhythm. An elderly couple from Ahmedabad who ate tomato onion salad every night started noticing better sleep after switching to steamed vegetables at dinner. Just that small change, no medication, no big diet shift, brought back deeper, longer sleep. If you love tomatoes, don't worry. You can still enjoy them cooked in your sabzi dal or rasam. Just avoid raw slices after sunset and your bladder will thank you quietly. Many of us believe that fruits are always healthy no matter when we eat them. But after 60, my dear friend, timing becomes just as important as the food itself. The same orange that gives you energy in the morning may quietly steal your sleep if eaten too late. And that banana you take after dinner, though soft and sweet, might trigger your bladder if mistimed. Let's understand this together, step by step. First, fruits that are high in water content, like orange, watermelon, and Mozambique, should be eaten before 5 p.m. These fruits, though full of vitamins and hydration, increase the amount of urine your body produces. And if taken in the evening, they give your kidneys more work to do during the night when your body is trying to rest. That's why so many seniors who enjoy orange juice at 7 p.m. end up waking at 2 a.m. wondering what went wrong. Then we have fruits that are gentle on the bladder, like banana, papaya, and pear. These are more calming and they help with digestion too. But even these fruits are best before 7 p.m., at least 2 hours before bedtime. This gives your system enough time to process them slowly, without pressure on your stomach or bladder. One of my patients, Auntie Kamala from Kochi, used to eat a bowl of papaya right after her 8:30 p.m. dinner. She thought it would help her digestion, but instead she kept waking twice every night. Once she shifted her papaya to 6:30 p.m. She began sleeping through until sunrise. She said, "I didn't know timing mattered so much. But now, I feel 10 years younger in the morning." There's also a small habit many of us follow, eating fruits right after dinner as dessert. But this can backfire. After a heavy meal of rice, dal or roti, your stomach is already working hard. If you add fruits immediately, especially sweet or watery ones, the digestion slows down, causing bloating, gas, and sometimes even fermentation in the gut. This pressure travels downward, making your bladder feel full even when it's not. So here's a simple rule. Let your food settle first. Wait 30 to 45 minutes after dinner before having any fruit. Or better yet, enjoy fruits in the late afternoon instead. And lastly, one important reminder, do not eat cold fruits from the fridge, especially after sunset. Cold temperature irritates the bladder lining, and for elderly bodies, this can trigger a false sense of urgency or increase nighttime urination. If you wish to have fruit, let it come to room temperature. It will still nourish you without disturbing your rest. These are not big changes. They are soft shifts given with love. Your body still listens. And by choosing the right fruit at the right time, you are choosing calmness for your belly, your bladder, and your sleep. Dear elder, if there is one message I hope you carry from this video, it is this: good health does not come from harsh restrictions, it comes from small choices made at the right time. You don't have to give up fruits completely. You don't have to fear every meal or live with guilt each night. You simply have to listen to your body's rhythm and gently adjust when it asks for rest. You see, the solution is not always in medicine. Sometimes it lies in knowing when to stop, when to shift, and when to trust that the body still wants to heal. Even something as simple as eating banana at 6 p.m. instead of orange juice at 8 p.m. can make a big difference. Let me share with you the story of Meenaji from Pune, age 72. She had been waking up twice every night,